So I recently made a video on how to set up LTO Flash software as a GUI for JZI and TV to play Intellivision games with the controller. And I used Cloudy Mountain as an example, and I thought I'd play a quick game of it. It's a pretty basic game. You use the keypad to move around the map and also to shoot your arrows with. So to move around, use 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So up, down, left, right, diagonal left, diagonal down, diagonal. You get it. And then you use clear to pick up items. You use 0 to count how many arrows you got, which you can't really tell, but when you hear the clicking, you'll know you got a lot of arrows or you don't got a lot of arrows. And then you press enter to exit a dungeon or a cave when you see a ladder. You can run by holding down you use the disc to move your character around the screen. If you want to run, you hold down one of the action buttons right here on the side, and it will run for you. But it's kind of clunky, the running mechanic, because sometimes when you're holding down the button and you're running, all of a sudden you get an enemy, you got to switch over to the keypad, and it's kind of doesn't really make any sense. So I rarely run when I have enemies around in the dungeons. Usually I just run when I've cleared the dungeon and I'm looking for the exit. But it's not that much faster. So anyway, let's get to it and see how I do. So on the map screen, you have the Cloudy Mountain that you're trying to get to on the right hand, right there. And basically you go through these caves that are caverns or dungeons, and you find some items that you need to get through the map to get to the other side of the map to get to the mountain. Once you're in the mountain, then you need to find the 2 pieces of the crown to take the mountain. And the way you do that is, if you notice, there's like some woods, there's water. So you get in the various dungeons, you got to find certain items. Like one of the dungeons will have an axe, so you can get through the woods. There's a gate; those little black-looking L things right there are gates, and you'll need to find a key to get through that. And to cross the streams, you need to find a boat. So it's pretty basic. So let me walk around the map. You use your number pad to walk around. And then once you get near a cave, you notice how the color changes. And that kind of just tells you what's in the cave. So if I go down here, that blue cave, I'm going to find a boat in there. The red cave, I'll probably find an axe. And this purple cave, I'll find a key in those. And then there's like I think there's a gray cave where you just find a bunch of arrows. So let's go get the boat real quick, hopefully. So let me go down. And let's get in there. Alright, and it's a pretty basic Intellivision style game. You use your disc to move your guy around. You shoot your arrows in the direction you want with the number keys. So 2, 6, 4, and 8. And 1, 3, 7, and 6 are diagonal shots. I rarely do diagonals, it just screws me up. And this game has sound, primitive as it is, it has sound. And it kind of helps you out sometimes because the enemies make these certain noises that give you an idea of what's up ahead. So sometimes if you start walking and you hear something, you can actually shoot into that direction before you see the creature and kill them. You kind of get an upper hand. What happens when you shoot them that way is they get woken up and they start coming towards you. So once you shoot and you hit something, get ready to shoot again. Each creature takes about 2 arrows to kill, except for the flying dragon. I think takes 3 arrows, and then all the minor creatures that you see, like bats and these other things, only take 1 arrow. You start off with 3 arrows, so don't go crazy in the beginning until you find some more arrows. So here we go. Let's try to see what we got. And there you go. I don't know why it didn't make a noise to warn me, Now this is the ladder to get out of the dungeon, and you would press enter to get out of there. I need to find the boat first, so I'm not going to leave right now. And I'd like to find some arrows. I just lost 2 arrows. That means I only got 1 arrow left. So if you see another creature like that, you're not going to be able to defeat him until you find some more arrows. So let me come up here. Now if you notice, when I'm going in a particular direction, my thumb, and this is what I do, I'm sure other people do this too, but I usually move my thumb in the direction I'm going in so I can shoot an arrow right away. So if I'm going down, my thumb will gravitate down to number 8. If I'm going left, it'll go to 4, right, 6. Just because it's easier to, for me anyway, to figure out which way I'm going to shoot. There's an overlay for it, but I don't like using it because it kind of slips sometimes, and it interferes with the button. I like to feel the buttons. I know where I'm at. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but clear is to pick up an item. 0 is to count your arrows. You heard that? That's just telling you got 1 arrow. And enter is to exit. So if you get to this ladder right here, you press enter, you'd exit the dungeon. So, but I need to find the boat, so let's go look for that boat. So that's the sound of a bat, and they don't hurt you, but they do annoy the crap out of you. That's not the bat. That's I forgot what this is called, but he just stole one of my arrows. So you want to make sure. Well, see, now I don't got any arrows, but you want to make sure if you have arrows to get rid of these guys because they steal your arrows. So the problem with the bat is it doesn't hurt you, but it annoys the crap out of you, and it also prevents you from hearing the sound of other enemies coming towards you. So here's the quiver of arrows. So I'm going to take that by pressing clear. And now I got some arrows. If I press 0, give me the amount of arrows I got. But of course you can't count it, so you just know you got a lot of arrows. So here's the bat. He doesn't mess with you, but he is annoying, so I get rid of him. And then we try to find the boat. And let's see. And like most Intellivision games, you can't run and shoot at the same time because you can't use the disc and the number pad at the same time. So sometimes when you encounter a creature, you got to run away, stop, and then shoot. Like this guy. But wow, that guy was fast. Now, I was already a little damaged there, so he kind of had the upper hand on me. Let's see. And there's usually some type of dragon or demon guarding the item you need. And there's also always something guarding the exit. Okay, so it's actually on the right hand side, but that's the sound that the snake makes. So I'm gonna go just kill him. Oh no, that's the dragon, okay. Or, I don't know, I think that's a dragon. I forgot what the creatures are. I haven't looked at the manual in a long time. I got rid of him. That's the guy that took me out a little while ago. So these guys steal your arrows. So I would get rid of them right away just so that they're not in your way. Some more arrows. Always pick these up. No matter what. Because you never know when you'll need them. Excuse that fan noise. My computer is dying on me. So that's another bat. There he is. You don't have to kill them, but when they're making noise, you can't really hear the noise the other creatures make. I don't know if that's by design or just the limitation of the Intellivision. I don't think it could play 2 sounds at one time. All right. Come on, go up. understand, I guess with that new Intellivision coming out, the Amico, they're gonna have a re-imaging, what do they call it? Reimagining of the Cloudy Mountain game, which sounds like a good, cool idea. I'm not really gonna pick that console up. I'm not really into it, but I'd be interested to see what it looks like. I'm actually more of a Treasure of Tarman kind of guy. I like that game a little bit more than this game. But I think most of it's just nostalgia for me. I mean, it's pretty, the graphics are pretty primitive, as you can see. Alright, let's see, where is this boat at, man? Oh, there it is. Alright, you kind of want to get this guy to chase you so you can hit him. Alright, so now I'm going to grab this boat and get out of here. Now if I can find... So, this is where running comes in handy when you're trying to find something that you already found, which is the ladder. And... he doesn't run that much faster than he walks. So you can still ignore the running if you wanted to. There it is. And then you press enter to leave. So now I've already cleared that dungeon. Now I'm going to need an axe to get through all that junk right there. And I'll need a key to get through. I don't know if you can see that actually. Let me see if I can move this window for a second. To get through that gate right there. So let's try that out, see what happens. Alright, let's go try to get the axe. And I already died once, so that means I got 2 more men left. Now these purple things, you can't kill them. They can kill you. You just gotta evade them. So here's a bat. So see how I heard that? Oh, something else coming my way. See how I heard that? And then I shot into there and I killed the bat. Now I hear something else. I'm going to shoot again just to see if he's down there. Nope. So he might be over here. Maybe not. I hear some arrows. Sometimes they're actually on the other side of the dungeon over here where you can't really see it yet, but you can hear them. So he might be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shoot an arrow that way. I think it's a snake. There you go. And shoot again because once you shoot once, he wakes up and he comes after you. So like I said, these bigger creatures take 2 arrows. Let's see what he was guarding. And there's the axe. All right. So now I just got to find the ladder. But there's still things that can come get you because I haven't cleared the dungeon. Some guys like to clear all the dungeons out, all the caves, whatever these things are. Once I get the item I need, I'm pretty much out. Okay, here comes something. So let me... Oh, that's another thing. You got to watch out because obviously the arrows ricochet and they come back and hit you. Okay, let's grab that. And just always be prepared to run. And there, and like I said, there's always a creature guarding the ladder. Okay, so now I got the boat, I got the axe, and it looks like I'm probably gonna need a key if I just want to make this easy. So I'm gonna go into this purple area and see if I can find the key. And every time you go back into the dungeons, you start over again. If you got hit earlier, you won't have that hit counted against you. The way the story is, you have a party of 3 adventurers, and each adventurer takes 3 shots. So basically, you got 3 lives. So right now I got two guys left, and each guy takes a turn every time one guy dies. So I hear like a snake or something. I think it's a snake, so I'm gonna shoot this way. Nothing. I can go down here, shoot this way. And you don't have to do this, you could go straight in, but I like to do it like that. And nothing there, and I'm gonna go up here. Nope, okay, we're just gonna have to figure it out. He might be on the left there that I can't really get to yet. Avoid those guys, those blobs, because you can't kill them. But they do like to get in your way. And they do screw you up. The only enemies that don't hurt you are the bats. I think this signifies that there's a creature nearby when you see this thing. I forgot. I haven't read. Well, maybe it does. I just won't worry about that guy. That guy steals your arrows. But yeah, I haven't read the manual in a few years, so I don't remember what everything means and all the colors and all that stuff. Yep. Okay, so something's nearby. There we go. Alright, got that guy. And there's the arrow. Did I get... no, I still need to find the key. So there's the ladder, I mean. So now I know where the ladder's at. Now if I could just find the key, I could get the hell out of here and head over to the mountain. I think I have enough stuff to get to the mountain without having to go into another dungeon. Let's see. I'm going to go over this way real quick. I like how it doesn't show you the path until you go through it, kind of like old style D&D when you're playing on the tabletop. Got that guy. He didn't make a noise, but I don't think he was close enough. But alright, something's down here. Alright, and there's the key. Remember I said they're usually guarding something. So now I'm just gonna go look for the ladder and get the hell out. That's just a bat. I remember where the ladder... There it is. Alright, so now I should be able to get to the mountain. Come on. Okay, so I got the axe. So see, now I'm gonna be able to get through this. And I have the boat. So now I can go all the way up or down. Anywhere where the water goes, I can go now. But I'm gonna play it easy. I'm just gonna come out here. And since I have the key, I'm gonna go through this gate right here. Sorry, you can't see it, but... So now I could keep going if I wanted to, or end the game here. Well, not really end the game, but I gotta go into the mountain. And then what I need to do is find two pieces of the crown and put them together, and then I win. Or I take the mountain, I guess. So let's see if I could do this, because this gets a little hard sometimes, because there's a flying dragon, I think, that comes out that's kind of tough to... I think he takes 3 shots. And just to make sure you got enough arrows... Alright, so let's go. Alright. Just always be prepared to run away so you have some space to shoot your arrows at. Sometimes you don't hear a noise and they just run up on you. Especially that flying dragon, he's pretty quick too. But I think I have one more man left, which is good. I hope. Always take some More arrows. I'm gonna shoot up here, see what happens. Nothing. I hate these corners though, because it's hard to run through. Ah, great. Alright. I don't know what that was. I know one was a bat. Could have been 2 bats, but... Oh, I hate that dude. And that dude too. I'd try to shoot this way, see what I get. I think this guy's gonna screw me up. Oh, you gotta be careful since the arrows ricochet. They can come back and hurt you. Ah, man, see? So that was tough right there. Okay, so I still got 1 man left. This is it. If I lose this one, I don't get the mountain, and that would suck. But that guy was guarding one of the pieces of the crown. I was shooting into there. I wonder, he must have been too far away where the arrows weren't reaching. There he is. Alright, so I gotta get to him somehow. But I need to have space to run back so I can lure him to come at me, but also be able to fight him. So, come on, come on. Alright. Alright, so that's 1 piece of the crown. You grab that with clear. And then let me go up here. I don't think nothing's up here. Let's go up this way. Avoid that guy. And alright, let's see what we got. Alright, and this is it. Now you could keep going if you want to clear out the dungeon if you're one of those guys, but there's no point system on this game. So once you grab this, then that's it. Done. It's a fun game. You should try it out. See ya.